anything of mine, and then just, just let her know if she got any ideas or what she thinks she might want to do. Then we got space and opportunity, honey. Story time. Hey, finding an apartment in France can be very, very, very challenging. And unless you have employment with a French company or, some type of contract like that. And it took me 4 months to find this place. And this came as a result of a friend that I was staying with that had a friend who was renting out his. I live in a co-location, like you're renting out a room inside of an apartment. Okay, like my room is actually pretty huge, and then we share common spaces like the bathrooms and the kitchen. So when I first moved in, I moved in on the same day as this other girl. She's young, just graduated college, here on an internship. So she would cook these large meals. I mean, she cooked for a whole tribe. Boyfriend actually eventually started renting one of the other rooms. So he stayed, he was living here as well. And so they would have these like almost tribal type dinners every night. Like, so she would leave the kitchen. I would get up in the morning and see that the kitchen has been like trashed. Like she leaves all her pots, they not clean. She leave the food out on the stove. They don't like use plates or whatever. So I guess it's a cultural thing in some places. They don't eat off of pots. They just eat straight off the table or eat right out of the pot. And so they would just leave the stuff all over the place. So you get up in the morning to get your breakfast, get your stuff done, and they got stuff all over the kitchen. I didn't say anything at first. And then this one time she had made this big meal or whatever, and she had left the food on the stove for 4 days. Full of food. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna say nothing. Day 2, day 3, day 4, I was like, okay, nah, I'm gonna go say something. And I was like, hey, can you come, whatever, because she didn't speak a lot of English or whatever. She understood, some stuff, but not a lot. So it's like, is this yours? And she was like, yes. And I said, okay, this has been sitting here for 4 days. She was like, oh, I forgot. So I was like, how you forget? So she would wash the dishes and then the dishes wouldn't be clean. Maybe I'm just being picky, but she kept doing it. Like she would leave, like who leaves just an open chicken wing on the microwave? She would go and buy baguettes and just pile them up on the counter. And are you going to eat this? If I had to finally call the landlord and be like, okay, no, we need to talk about this. We ended up having a house meeting. She tells us that it's a cultural thing that they do in her native country. And I'm like, now I don't know a lot about other countries and cultures or whatever. But for people from Morocco, is it common for y'all to just leave y'all food out and not clean up behind yourselves? Is it common practice for you to, instead of throwing food away that is moldy or whatever, to put it in the cabinet, not the refrigerator, but the cabinet? Is that practice? Because let me know. I want to learn. We've met about 3 times with the landlord because we had another roommate to move in, and she moved in and she was complaining of the same thing. Once the landlord said that there was nothing that they could do, I'll handle it, and you don't want me to handle it. I'm gonna handle it. So miraculously, the very next day, she told the landlords that she was gonna be moving out, her and her boyfriend. So it ended up working out good. We got a new roommate. He's fantastic. He is so sweet, and he cleans up behind himself. But thank God, because I ain't got time to be going to jail, especially in nobody else's country. Not even in my country. I ain't got time to be going to jail. Okay. One thing I'm learning here, you have a lot of different cultures here, and I try to learn as much as I can, not make assumptions, not try to be overbearing, because I know I have like a takeover personality. So I try to kind of lay low and be a little bit more observant before I start saying things or making requests or whatever, right? All right, this has been the Jones Girl living in Paris.